If you haven't heard about this new Valby farm in Fortress over at Defense Line Volga Strategic Outpost on hard mode, where you been? Nexon have seen an increase in Valby sales recently because everybody is coming over here and farming. Once you get this boss's balls out, you need to start going around in circles with Valby and killing all the enemies that spawn in so you can go ahead and get a whole bunch of gold. I think it's something like 500,000 to 600,000 gold every time you do a run on this, as well as a whole bunch of kaiber and other items. Now, if you want to be able to do this like an absolute pro, where you're going round and round and you've got a nice big girth of water so that when the enemies appear, they insta-die, which means you're going to be getting maximum rewards and not have to rely on anyone helping, just being able to go into private and run this all on your own solo, then this is the video for you. So stay tuned as we get into my Valby budget farming build. Let's get it. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Worthy Prince coming at ya with another First Descendant video, and in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about Valby. Yes, everybody's been going out and getting this Descendant recently, and the reason being is because of what I showed you at the start. It's the new Valby farm, which you all should know about now because everyone's been farming it. If you didn't know, where you been? So yeah, the Valby farm's really good. I've done one run this morning just in that video intro, and I got like 500,000 gold because I had like 200k from last night after spending all my gold. So yeah, I got like 500k gold from that in one run, plus a little bit of kaiber as well, which was nice. If you do that for a couple of hours, you're not gonna have to worry about upgrading mods because you'll have more than enough items to be able to do that. So it's a really, really good farm. In fact, there was some talks about Nexon nerfing it, but they actually announced they're not gonna be nerfing it now. In fact, they're gonna be creating other spots in the game where we can farm just as well. So that's kind of awesome. Great job, Nexon. Anyway, so this is the build I want to talk to you about today, Valby. Now, it's not an S tier, boss killing, amazing, ultra, uber, pog build. What this is sort of like a budget build that's going to allow you to go to the Valby farm in Fortress and run it solo in private. So you don't have to do one of two things. One, rely on other Valbys to come and help you do it because you keep dying. And two, Ultimate Valby's coming out on the 1st of August, which is like a week away pretty much. And she might come out with like a new Transcendent mod that's really good for killing bosses or something like that. So I would just hold off going crazy on this. So today's video is really kind of just like a budget build that works really well so you can solo run the farm in private comfortably and do good enough damage to generate lots of gold and all that good stuff. Anyway, let's dive into the build. So I'm going to start off with the module list because I know that's what you guys will want to see what I've done. So let's just jump in. Now, again, I did use some upgrades, but as you can see, she's not maxed in any shape or form. I have used an energy activator, which I did farm for, so that was pretty good. And I have also used a couple, just two of the, you know, the re-up things. I can never remember what they're called. The catalysts. Yes, the crystallization catalysts. I have gone ahead and used just a couple. So that's what my layout looks like on that thing, just so you can see it. We've got MMRC. Okay, so that's what we're looking like, for those of you who want to know that. And here is the module list. Now, there is one here which is kind of optional. You don't really need it as part of the build, so don't stress about having to go farm a red mod. But supply moisture, it is nice. It is nice. It is, I mean, I got this in the video the other day when I was combining mods just by chance. It was kind of cool. If we go down to the skill over here, you can see it increases your firearm and skill critical hit rate by 20% each. Your duration goes up by 10%. So, and the trigger rate increases by 2% too. I mean, it's pretty good stuff. Like, so if you can get your hands on supply moisture, get it, max it out, put it in this build. It's pretty good stuff. Anyway, the rest of the build, let's have a look. So we've got shock punch, which of course is just going to be giving me some extra slots. And we got over to MP conversion. This is skill cooldown, and you lose a bit of max MP, but that's not really a big issue with Valby. Trust me, you won't be running out of MP with this build at all. Dimension Master, absolutely essential so we can do a good amount of damage when we're actually trying to kill the enemies. Skill power and dimension skill power modifier. We've also got skill expansion, 92% increase, which means when we go around the circle, the water is going to spread out nice and wide. We're going to basically have good girth, yeah, with the water, and it's going to make sure it gets all the enemies. So skill expansion, really, really good. A skill extension speaks for itself. You want it to last as long as possible because you don't want to have to be waiting for cooldowns every time your skill runs out. You want to use it, and as soon as it finishes, go again. And so this helps with that. And then nimble fingers, again, for the same reason, skill cooldown. Now, these two on the end actually work really well. I don't know if anybody else has done this build with Valby. I worked it out yesterday and it worked great. I love it. I maxed out this gold mod called Technique Manual. Really, really cool. Check it out. Landing a skill attack deals 46% of own max HP as additional damage to the target, and it says cooldown 8 seconds against the same target. Well, the cooldown is kind of irrelevant because I don't care about hitting the same target twice, really. These little enemies, I want them to die instantly, and with that extra damage that's going on, that makes it even more possible, which is really cool. And you know, if a target, if we're attacking a target that doesn't die, 8 seconds, it'll get more damage as well. So what do? I put increased HP on because we want to ramp up that HP so that this mod can do more damage. So increased HP, 218% boost, awesome stuff. That right there is it. I don't need to re-up again. I could, and if I re-upped again with her with the capacitors, I could possibly add some more damage. There is some other things I could put in here which would increase the damage. Like I could put, I don't know exactly what off the top of my head because I need to go through it and have a look. But there is some stuff I could do to increase damage. There is some purple mods and blue mods I could add that would make my damage more. But this is enough damage. It actually works out really, really well. So there you go. That is the module setup. Nice and quick. And then we go over to the right here. Obviously, Reactor, really important. Go farm a Reactor. Just make sure that the optimization condition has got your gun on it so that you get the extra 160% skill power, which will help you kill the enemies quicker on the water. Again, you can't use your gun when you're doing this ability, so it doesn't matter which gun it is, just be a gun that you're using. Ideally, something you are working on and leveling up. I got it on my Python. The bottom skills are okay. I got blue skill critical hit damage and attacking the Colossuses, not the best Reactor roll, but it doesn't need to be like a god roll Reactor for this. I just want to make sure that I'm leveling up a gun and I've got some good attack damage on it, and that's more than enough. If you can get a better roll, then absolutely awesome. And then of course we're working into HP. I got my HP up to 12,596, which is nice because remember, almost half of that is going to go onto the enemies as an additional damage. So we're looking at like 6,500 almost extra damage. Plus it's going to show up higher than that because you've got all the crits and everything else to take into consideration. So it is a significant amount of extra damage on each individual enemy. And then on the components on the right hand side, again, I'm just doing stuff to get as much HP as possible. You can see the support auxiliary power here with double max HP. Very, very nice. And then the second one, again, double max HP on the HP support sensor. And then I've got myself a max HP here on the memory, and I've got max HP on the annihilation processor down the bottom. I don't care about sets with this. I just want as much HP from my components as possible. If I can get a double HP memory or a double HP processor, it's going in. I just need to try and hopefully get it. And that is literally the build, guys. You can see here that from the details, that's what the stats look like. It's just really, really good. Like, it works really well. It kills enemies super, super quick. It's budget friendly. You only need a couple of items to kind of level up and do it. The modules are all pretty easy to get. Like I said, supply moisture is optional. If you haven't got this, you could possibly put another mod in that's going to offer you a little bit more damage to kind of help kill them a little bit quicker. So that is an option too. I just really am a fan of this, knowing that when I'm going round and round and round, I am actually on the water. So my skill crit and all this stuff is going to come into effect. So I definitely would recommend trying to get this because it will help out a lot, but I don't think it's absolutely essential for the build to work. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this basic farming build for Valby. If you're also farming the fortress, going round and round like a NASCAR washing machine, then good luck in getting all of your gold and your kaiber, and I'll catch you in the next video. But until then, don't forget to like and subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll catch you later. Stay safe, everyone, and of course, peace out.